So your race leader just spun it. Let's come back here and get you guys caught up. I wasn't aware that the auto start feature was not ready on YouTube. I thought this was all set up. I do deeply apologize. But as you guys just saw as we came live, Nolan McClurg had issues here on the second lap of this event. Let's come back here. Let's go back, take a look here at the start of this race. So Nolan McClurg and Justin Day brought the field to the green flag. Day did not get a really good start there as he quickly fell back right behind David Forch. And here on the first lap, Michael Weaver had some issues coming out of turn number 1. He sent it sideways. And then as I was looking all over this here, Josh Westendorf, he had some issues here as well. Heading up here into turn number 1, got way wide up into the grass. Looks like no harm, no foul there for Josh Westendorf. Riley Watts had some issues as well up here in turn number 1, going way wide and going for a good drift. And then as we went live, you saw Nolan McClurg get loose coming out of the S's up into turn 7, I believe this is over here. But he was able to come back around and get moving again. Isaiah Adams just had an off track here as well. But no harm, no foul seems like here for Isaiah Williams. Oh no, he actually got hit and got turned heading down into the final couple corners here at Road Atlanta. So a couple of these drivers not off to a great start. I do want to apologize deeply about missing the start. As I said, my auto start feature was not activated like I was anticipating. So deep down, ladies and gentlemen, I do deeply apologize about that. But while we are circling around here, I'll go ahead and let you guys see what your starting lineup for today was. Get rid of a couple overlays here that should not be showing. As we come up here and catch up with Nolan McClurg, who fell back to that 7th spot. He's all over the back bumper there of Jonathan Day as they head down into this fast-paced braking zone. This is a really good passing zone right here at Road Atlanta. And then if you don't hit this corner right, you're going to lose all your momentum for this front straightaway, which is an absolute full throttle, don't lift corner. It's coming back down to the start-finish line. Steven Linger just had some issues here at the back end of the track. Heavy into the braking zone and just gave it a little too much throttle coming out of the corner, and he ended up spinning it around. Josh Westendorf just had some more issues here as well. Let's come back here just a little bit here to... Oh, you see Josh right there, ready spinning. A couple of these drivers off to a very rough start here, and as you guys were taking a look at all that, that was your starting lineup for today's race. Alright, let's go ahead and jump up here to your race leader, Justin Day. He's out here to a really early start so far, as he is pacing this field just about 1 second back behind Terrence Murphy. Terrence Murphy already up 4 spots since we went green flag racing. So Terrence Murphy, he is absolutely on a high pace spree at the moment. I was able to take a look here right before we went. So I asked here in the Average Joe Sim Racing League, you know, who are these guys having to watch to be the ones to beat today? And Jay Rush was quickly to say, you need to watch Nolan McClurg and Isaiah Adams. But right now Adams, he's actually back down one lap at the moment. And then he also said Brian Cook, he is going to be another one that you have to watch. Brian Cook currently back in that 8th spot, so he's going to be one that we have to watch as you see him go around one car, and he's looking to upset everybody here while running the Corvette. Blake Hutchinson, he was talking with Brian Cook here earlier, and he said he is essentially guaranteed a win here. So I don't know if, you know, he was planning anything, but right now he's up to that 4th spot, so everybody is coming down pit road. Looks like they're all getting some fresh tires and fuel, but Brian Day currently down in the pits serving a penalty for speeding in pits, I believe. So that's going to be a 40-second hold there for Brian Day, so his day just went not too well for him. But Terrence Murphy currently out front, and Nolan McClurg fought his way all the way back after that spin. He is wicked fast here, and he is looking for that race lead coming into the final corner of this racetrack. This is such a beautiful track, and let me tell you what, right now Nolan McClurg, he is having an absolute sensational day. Let's also show you guys their last lap times. As you guys can see right there, Nolan McClurg, he is just about 3 seconds quicker than almost the rest of the field. So McClurg, he is absolutely looking for everything here. We did have a couple drivers go off track, a big off here for Robert Sheen. We're going to go back here and take a look, see what happened to Robert coming through the S's. Hard impact into that outside wall. Ryan McClurg also had some issues in the same part of the track, so there must be some oil or something down here that these drivers are hitting. Blake Hewlett also just went off track here in the double right-hander. Yeah, he just had a little too much speed carrying through. Jason Rushing also having issues down here in the final 2 corners. He had way too much speed, had to cut the course. He's going to slow down and give that time back. Sorry about this. My live button went missing. There it goes. We have a good battle here with Michael Weaver and David Forch in that number 2 and 06 respectively. So this here, ladies and gentlemen, is round number 4 for these guys. And next week we will be heading to Concord Raceway as these drivers will hang up the GT3s and bring out their little 34 Legend race cars to go around that speedway. It's kind of like a mini Pocono, if you would. It's a very interesting track. And the corners are pretty tight, you know, especially the one on the back, and that's where a lot of drivers have issues. We're going to drop back here to Willie Smith and Brian Day. This here is a battle for the 17th spot, and it looks like Willie Smith, he is all over the back bumper of Day, and he's looking to overtake him here hopefully very, very soon. Willie Smith just not able to get moving as we have trouble. Riley Watts, he has a big issue here. And it looks like his car was destroyed. Yeah, coming out of the S's. This is probably one of the trickiest corners because you need to hit that apex right. If not, you're going to go way off into the grass, spin out, hit the wall just like you saw. And he was not able to control it. And whoa, that was really good heads up driving right there. I believe that was that your race leader? Yeah, that was your race leader for that. So let's go back here, take a look here, and we're gonna go on board here with Nolan, and just look, whoa, right there, that was close. Nolan McClurg, he is currently putting a lot of drivers now a lap down. He's finally caught up to Willie Smith in that number 3 machine here through the S's, as he's going to dive up here into what I call the double right-hander. Which is turns 6 and 7. And then this little kink right here is turn number 8. And then this sweeping right-hander heading down to turns 10A and 10B is turn 9. And turn 10A and 10B is definitely a very good passing opportunity. Brian Day, I believe, yeah, he's got a lot of company behind him, but he's looking to try to get around Robbie Holzhauser right now. Holzhauser, oh no, your race leader once again into trouble, hard into the outside retaining wall. Big, huge contact for Nolan McClurg. He is going to have to get that McLaren back down in through the gears and back up, as you also see one driver there, which is, I believe, Robbie Holzenauer. No, that's Willie Smith having issues trying to grab a gear here out of turn number 1. Let's come back here and take a look at what just happened. As you see here, just Nolan trying to get around these lap cars, misjudged, and then came right in front. Barely hit Willie Smith. So Willie Smith, he will take a spin here out of turn number 1. Nolan hard into the retaining wall. And that's not what Nolan needed. So let's see here what kind of pace he can do. Jason Rushing just had a big incident here as well, heading down into turn 10A. Heavy into the braking zone, into the throttle, and around he goes. Good save there by Rushing. As you see, your previous race leader, Nolan McClurg, coming down pit road. I believe these guys do have one fast repair available to them. So this very well just may work out in his favor, and he's not going to lose too much time. I know he hasn't come down yet for his pit stop. So he's going to make his way all the way down here to the first pit stall. He does use a fast repair. He's going to get fuel, and then he's going to get back out at it. But right now, Stephen Blevins in that number 51 Ferrari, he is your current race leader. Let's give you guys this better review right here, as he's got that number 91 of Steven Linger right in front of him. He's trying to put a lap down. He's going to draft right behind that Corvette, jump out here heading into turn 9, and then he's going to complete the pass heading down into turn 10A. Nolan McClurg, he's back out here now, and he's already quickly onto the attack. He's got Michael Weaver in his sights, and he's going to start passing him here in turn 8. And now he's going to complete the pass here in turn 9, and then head down towards 10A, 10B. As he goes ahead and completes the pass right now, Nolan McClurg, he is 26 seconds back. So it's going to be very interesting to see what he can do here and see if he can catch up to your race leaders. Justin Day, he is all over the back bumper of John Day, as they will head up here into turns 2 and 3. John Day in front in that 8th spot. Right now, both of these drivers having a really good race here, as they will come out of the S's and head down here into 6 and 7. Justin Day in that Porsche, trying to hold off Jonathan, or trying to get around that BMW of Jonathan Day here into 10A, but he's not able to make anything of it, so he's going to sit behind him just for the moment. Michael Weaver now coming down pit road for his pit stop. And while this battle is starting to fizzle out, we are going to come over here and take a look here at Nolan McClurg. He is in an absolute tear. He just set his fastest lap, I believe, this last lap. Let me make sure I have that setting correct. Yeah, that was the last time by. So that purple, that is his fastest lap, and I believe he did set the fastest lap. Riley Watts having issues in that number 44 machine up here in 10A as he leaves and comes down here through turn 11. Let's go ahead and take a look, see what happened to Riley Watts. Oh, he was already around. We're going to go ahead and cheat it a little bit here. Oh, he actually had some help. Heavy into the braking zone, and he did not stop whatsoever. And that would be Blake Hewlett in that number 73 machine. With that whole entire front end absolutely missing, and should be falling off here at any point in time. But let's jump back here to Justin Day and Jonathan Day. That battle here for that 7th spot has gotten tighter. Coming up here through turns 2 and 3. Very important corner here, because if you don't hit turn 3 just right, that means it's going to ruin the whole entire S section, as they will come flying down through turns 4, A, B, and C, up through 5, and head down into 6, 7. Robbie Holzhauser in that number 84 Ford Mustang. He is now back on the back bumper here of Brad G in that Porsche. That Porsche looks like he has just a little bit extra horsepower down these straights, so he was able to pull away with no problems. Jumping up here to David Forch, as he is now having company out of Nolan McClurg. David Forch McClurg already down 18 seconds from where we last saw him, as he's making a brave move up here into turn 2 and 3. Nolan McClurg, he's making it work for him, and now he has his eyes set on Josh Westendorf for that 4th spot. Nolan came out to play, and let me tell you what, here he is. He's come out to play. Westendorf gets into the grass, and now you have a path for that 4th spot. Costly mistake there for Westendorf, as now they will head down into turn 9. Robert Sheen having issues once again in that 00 machine. Let's come back here, take a quick look, see what happened to him up here in turns 2 and 3. He went down into the brake and got up on that curb just a little bit, and that was just enough to get him turned around. Nolan McClurg, he is absolutely on a rampage, as he is looking to do his best to catch your race leaders. Again, he is just about 3 seconds quicker per lap, as he is now trying to work around this lap car that is directly in front of him, as he's trying to weave and dodge this lap car. As they head down here into turns 6 and 7, he was able to go ahead and complete that pass on the lap car. Now he's got his eyes set on the next car directly in front of him, which I believe is Terrence Murphy. Yes, Terrence Murphy, your 3rd place. He is now in the eyesights of Nolan McClurg. Nolan McClurg, they were saying this guy is going to be the guy to beat here today. And right now we are seeing why. Now, Nolan McClurg just about 14 seconds back now from your race leaders. McClurg absolutely on a rampage. Brad G having issues over here in turns 10B. He's got a lot of damage to that back end. What happened heading here into turn 10A, 10B? Oh no, he just way overshot it. Oh! Really big move, moment there. And Justin Day, he is all trying everything to hold off Jonathan Day still for that 7th spot. The Days are putting on a wonderful battle here for this crowd here at Road Atlanta. You know, Nolan McClurg may be doing his best to try to catch up to the race leaders in front of him, but you know what? These guys are saying, hey, he can be fast all he wants, but we're going to put on a better show. And right now, that's exactly what we're seeing as they're heading down towards turn number 9 and down this very long straight down to turns 10A, 10B. Heavy into the braking zone right there for both of these drivers, and they will come out, but Justin Day, he's going to have the better run out. As you see, Jonathan Day, oh, I thought he was getting ready to come down pit road. But Justin Day definitely getting the better run out of this here. Terrence Murphy looking to make a move here on Nolan McClurg. McClurg finally caught up to Terrence. Nolan was able to get alongside of him, but right before they got to a lap car, that put Nolan behind. Oh, Nolan, he will spin it out of turn 6. I'm sorry, turn 7. He will need to go ahead and catch that gear. And all that time that he just gained, he just lost in an instant just like that. Big moment here for Nolan McClurg, doing everything he can to catch up to second place of Terrence Murphy. He let it get spun out as he hit the gas there. Isaiah Adams, he just had a big issue here. Oh, he has got himself into a blown motor situation. Oh, this is big contact. Let me see if I can... Is this where it happened? Up here into turn 1. Oh, he completely lost it and backed it straight into those tires. He absolutely destroyed that race car. Isaiah Adams, he will need to definitely come down pit road, get a fast repair. Oh, another issue for Nolan McClurg. He could not avoid that spinning car of Willie Smith. Let's come back here, take a look, see what happened to Willie coming up here into just right in front of him. Nolan McClurg still not able to catch a break, and as you saw right there, Nolan McClurg, I believe he ended up, he went ahead and he had to jump to the pits due to damage. Very unfortunate there for Nolan McClurg, who just had an absolute fantastic day. But now all eyes are set on Stephen Blevins in that number 51 machine. Just taking a look here at the time, because I believe these guys are only running 23 laps, so please ignore the 55-minute limit. That's how long they have to run this race, is 55 minutes, but I believe it's only a 23 lap race here. As they come, as you see, Blevins out of a turn number 7, heading down towards turns 8 and 9. Justin Day have been still putting on a wonderful battle back here, and now instead of it being for that 7th spot, it is going to be for that 4th spot. So Jonathan Day, he's going to have to dig way down deep and try to pull a rabbit out of the hat here. Stephen Blevins just had issues. Where are you, Blevins? And Josh Westendorf both having issues now. Let's come back here, take a look, see what happened heading down here into 10A. We already had one broken car, and I believe that was Josh Weston. Yeah. Let's see if we can see where he got that damage. Aha, here it is. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go back here, see if we can see what originally happened here to Josh Westendorf. Yeah, just out of turn 7. Turn 7 has plagued a few of these drivers already, and just unfortunately it plagued him and Stephen Blevins down here in 10A. So let's come back here and see what happened to Stephen Blevins as he went down heavy into turn 10A. Nice simple spin, not too bad there. Terrence Murphy coming through turns 10A, 10B. And the white flag was in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, Terrence Murphy, in that number 5 Porsche. David Forge, he will come home second. And Stephen Blevins he is still damaged. Oh, okay, yeah, he already took it. So Stephen Blevins, he will go ahead and come home third. Justin Day, Jonathan Day still battling it out. They will come home fourth and fifth. Ryan McClurg barely able to get to the back bumper of Brian Cook. Michael Weaver, he is all over the back bumper currently of Austin Oliver, but he's not able to get any sort of good run here down into 10A. So this one will go to Austin Oliver, and he will round out our top 10. Oh no! Oh, that mad respect.
There's a garage over here. Yeah, I'm listening to you. Somebody asked me. Oh, they're in town.
No, wait. Ah, here it is. Yeah, that's definitely not... Oh, he was actually slowing down. I think he was going to try to let Jason Rushing get back around, but he wasn't able to get there quick enough. But ladies and gentlemen, your race winner for today is going to be Terrence Murphy. Before we go and talk with our race winners, let's go ahead and take a look at your race results.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel bad for him because he like lost to Jimmy.
Your race winner is... Yep, your race winner will go to Terrence Murphy in that number 5 Porsche, followed by David Forch in that 06 Porsche, and then a limping Stephen Blevins in that number 51 Ferrari will bring it home third. I cannot show you guys the results like that very well. I forgot to, like I said, guys, I did get a brand new computer and I ran out of time getting things set up. So we're going to go old fashioned here. All right. So Justin Day, he will bring it home 4th. Jonathan Day 5th. Brian Cook will bring it home 6th. Ryan McClurg will bring it home 7th. Brian Day will bring it home 8th. Michael Weaver 9th. Jason Rushing 10th. Austin Oliver, Stephen Linger, Michael Boyd, Brad G, and Robbie Holzhauser will come home 15th. Josh Westendorf will bring it home 16th. Blake Hewlett 17th. And the hard charging Nolan McClurg will bring it home 18th. 19th was Willie Smith. Isaiah Adams will bring it home 20th. He was one of the guys that people were going to watch today. Riley Watts and Robert Sheen will round out your field here today at Road Atlanta. Just all around, what an incredible day. Again, guys, I apologize about the overlays. Got, again, new computer, and I didn't get time to update the overlays here, so I do apologize. But this is the Average Joe's or Sim Racing League. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and see what we can do about talking to our top 3. All of your top 3 are in here today. So let's go ahead and start off here with Stephen Blevins, driver of that number 51 Ferrari. Stephen, this is Mike up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Stephen, you came up 8 spots throughout the whole entire race. You had a big incident there with 1 lap to go, but you were able to come all the way through and hold on to that 3rd spot. Talk us through your race and what did it take for you to come home 3rd today?
Well, I don't know, just consistency. Once was able to stick with Nolan there, I knew I could save a little bit of fuel, so I wouldn't have to pit. That was a trick there. And unfortunately, I had a 23-mile-an-hour car got right there through the bus stop, and I should have just slowed down and just babied through. But nope, nope, went around. So my fault, but still a good run. So I'll take third, I guess.
Yeah, definitely a really good run for you. I think this is going to help your championship run here as well. So next week we're going to go to the Legend cars at Concord. What's your thoughts about that combination?
I don't know, it's fun, man. I like the little Legends cars. They're fun to drive. So we'll see how we do on the little triangle.
Absolutely. And before I let you go, Steven, is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Man, just give a shout out to the team. Terrence pulled it home today, and the family and everybody you guys putting so on in the league, man. Other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see you next week, and congratulations once again on your third spot.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Blevins, driver of that number 51 Ferrari. Let's go ahead and bring up your runner-up of the day, driver of that number 06. It's going to be David Forche. No, I'm kidding, David Forge. How are you doing, buddy? What an incredible run for you. I believe I saw you have a little bit of an issue at the start, but you came back around and just rocketed up to second. Talk us through your day, and man, what did it take for you to get second today?
Fuel saving, honestly, because I made a mistake, and I think what you're referring to is I pitted a lot very early in comparison to a lot of these guys, and I packed her, full of fuel. Everyone was staying out late, adding less fuel than I did. So it just really took managing everything, making sure I was hitting my mark, staying consistent, avoiding all the cars that were already having a bad day, and just really trying to bring this brand new white, purple, and black monster machine. Painted by Brad G. Tried to do my best to bring it up there, just trying to stay smart, which I'm not.
Just that I ain't gonna lie, purple's my color, and let me tell you what, that's such a beautiful paint scheme right there.
Agreed. He did it for the GT, and then I realized how bad the GTs are here, and I was like, "Yeah, I want to rent the Porsche," and he's like, "I got you," and I'm so thankful because that shaved literally 3 seconds off my lap times, and it just made me more comfortable because I ran this at Bathurst, and yeah, I can't thank him enough. He's gonna rock out some other schemes for me, and I'm excited to see them on the track, especially on the broadcasts. They're mint.
Beautiful. I cannot wait to see those. Nolan, I want to point out Nolan here. He was catching you guys. He was catching you guys quick. What were your thoughts when you saw that he just had a couple issues there back to back?
Honestly, I was warned going into this that Nolan's going to be the guy to watch today, and as soon as he joined, man, he just started eating up those lap times. And when he started out front, I was like, "Yep, I'm going to get a second or third or something like that." He had trouble early on, spun out, fell to the back, and I went, "All right, now's my time to capitalize." That's when fuel started happening, and then I screwed that up. And then, yeah, everyone was like, "Yeah, he hasn't pitted yet," and I heard he went in. I was like, "All right, cool." And as soon as I look at my relative, he comes out right behind me. I go, "Well, rip me!" And he caught me right at kind of an inopportune time, but he just ate that up, and I gave him the space to do so. And then he took off and had some other troubles. And as soon as I heard, "Oh, Nolan's around me," I gunned it. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, "Go for it!" I knew I had to maximize as much time as I could. And then he had some more trouble, and then he disconnected. So unfortunate day for him because he definitely would have been P1, 100%, no doubt about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Just what a phenomenal day all around here for you. Is there anybody that you would like to give a shout out to before I let you go today?
Brad G, for real. Like, he's rocking these paint schemes.
Right.
He made a paint shop. I'm not even gonna try to say it this time around. It's so new. But it's Turn 2 Race Pros, I think it is, or Paint Pros. Yeah, Turn 2 Paint Pros. That's what it is. I think he's gonna get that set up. So if you need paint schemes, I'm sure he's gonna be the guy to go to here real soon. So thanks to him for painting me up a good looking machine that I can represent out there on the track.
Yeah, absolutely. And I did actually have one more question. I almost forgot. Thoughts about Legend cards and Concord? What you got for next week?
I've never really turned any laps at Concord. Legend cars are super fun. They're super zoomy. They're basically go-karts on steroids. It's going to be a show, that's for sure. It's getting back to everybody's roots. You know, a lot of these guys are asphalt oval drivers, and that's what you start in, you know, especially on iRacing. So I think it's going to be a fun race. Car versus track, that's going to be a learning experience, but you're going to be looking at a real good show coming up.
Oh yeah, and before anybody comes back and watches this, just be careful of the corner on the back stretch. That is an absolute killer.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you. I'll start
all right.
practicing that now.
Beautiful. All right, David, congratulations on your runner-up, and we will see you next week when we head over to Concord.
Yes, sir. Wind's coming. Thank you for what you do. Take care.
Take care. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was your runner-up driver of that number 06 Porsche, David Forch. Let's go ahead and bring up the man of the hour, driver of that number 5 Porsche, Terrence Murphy. Terrence, what a day for you. You come up 5 spots. Nolan, he was absolutely the class of the field. What were your thoughts here in the closing laps, seeing that relative get smaller and smaller every lap?
Well, he got to me there at one point, I think with maybe 5 or so to go, and lost it coming into that long straightaway. But he was definitely the class of the fields. That sucks for him. I mean, he was behind me earlier in the race and beat me in just about every corner. And I was like, dude, you can have it. I don't even want to fight this. But sticks more for Blevins. I know he had a fuel strategy that worked out, and but you know, obviously it didn't work out with whoever was on the track. But only disappointing thing was how many cars were on the track that shouldn't have been on the track at the end of that race. If you can't maintain speed, then go back to the pits and fix your car. But I take the win. So rode Atlanta. I bought earlier today. Got a win at it, so I'm pretty stoked on that.
Oh, heck yeah, definitely. It's a very tricky track, very technical, and it's definitely not one that's very easy to learn in less than a day. So absolute big kudos to you. But next week, we're going to hang up our GT3s, and we're going to pull out our legend cars and head over to Concord. What's your thoughts about Concord for next week?
Well, I love the Legends cars, but man, I hate that track. So we'll see how it goes.
Alrighty, Terrence. So before I let you go, buddy, is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Just shout out to my teammate. Shout out to Blevins. Sucks that he lost it, but shout out for Nolan. He crushed everybody. But shout out to you. Appreciate the broadcast.
Absolutely. All right, Terrence. We'll see you next week when we head over to Concord, bud.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was your race winner, Terrence Murphy, driver of that number 5 Porsche. We saw 23 laps of good high-speed racing here today. Couldn't ask for a much better race here. A lot of ups and downs for some of these drivers, a lot of heartache for some of these drivers, but the man that came out on top was Terrence Murphy. All smiles, not sure exactly how he won it, but he is absolutely stoked about it. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us this week for the Average Joe's Sim Racing League. If you guys like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button or that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell to get all the notifications when we go live. We have racing going on all sorts of hours throughout the day. Really good tight racing all over. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have yourself a very sensational day. And remember, no matter what you do in life, you guys have fun doing it. No matter what it is. If it's not fun, you go and you make it fun. Again, you guys have yourself a beautiful, wonderful, sensational time zone. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Sensational TV YouTube channel. Don't fucking miss it.